Be considered combat troops, and they've done all sorts of tests on that to see whether or not that's viable. So you've seen equality stretch from all sorts of places, and it should also extend to school. And I think the staff and I think the programs allow for it. It's just our community has to slowly get into that idea that it can happen, and if a student wants to do those things, that we can support them.
Awesome. All right, thank you. Your next question is, what is the difference between one's sex and one's gender?
I think gender now is a complex question because we keep redefining what gender is as we attempt to look to science and the way that people feel about themselves and their level of confidence. And I think that there's a lot of, I don't know science that well, but I can say with conviction that there are people who study and struggle with their gender and their themselves as they are perceived in society. And I think sex, I think it's more related to a sexual organ, and I think gender is more of a chemical, physiological state. I think you can see, not to beat a dead horse, but the whole is it Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, I think she's Woman of the Year, right? And this is someone who, I mean, we can argue if it's for sensational purposes or not, but this is someone who really believed that they were a woman on the inside, and maybe they found the hormones within that person to verify. But there are people who are born physically how they are not on the inside.
Yeah.
It happens, and those people struggle day to day when they can't reconcile how they feel and how they actually are with how they appear. And those are things that our society still struggles with, and I think there are still a lot of questions about it too from a lot of standpoints, and it's something that we're learning about, I think.
All right, thank you. That was a really good answer. Thank you for interviewing us.
I'm Shink. I'm here to interview Edward right now. How do you feel in general about male and female roles in the household?
I think women are supposed to stay at home, do dishes, clean, men take trash out, get care of the bills, be ahead of the house and let the woman rule that.
Is that just how you generally feel, or is that how you came up?
It's both. It's both. My parents recently have divorced actually, but I was raised to where the man is the head and the mom stays at home.
So how would you feel if the female in the household was bringing in more money than the male?
And the man got problems.
Got problems.
You need to get that together now, because he can't let his girl be running him over like that. We don't work like that around here. You know what I'm saying? All day.
So if the female was bringing in more and she was working, and the male had, if you would say, switch over and be like the cleaner of the house, do you think that's a problem?
Yes, absolutely. Because when it comes down to it, most girls or most women don't get as much job opportunities as men do. So I mean, it's always gonna be a job out there that a man can find that be paying more than the girl. But I still just don't believe that the guy should stay home and clean, because guys is not gonna do it 100% like the girl will. They'll be lazy about they just let it slide. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think somebody would have the right to call this guy a lowlife or a fag or something if he was the cleaner of the house and not the worker?
No, but at the end of the day, he needs to be able to rule how he's like the king of the palace. And if you're like the slave if you're at home. I'm not saying that the woman is the slave, but the guy, that's not what guys normally do. They normally are the one that's out doing what has to be done for the family, not the one that's cleaning. So It wouldn't be called a fag. It just wouldn't be called a man. So, yeah.
What is your definition of a man?
A man that knows how to take care of his business, take care of his family.
There you have it. Nice meeting you. You too.
Alright, I'm Grant Pierce here with Mason Trucks.
Alright, we know who you are.
Alright. Thank you. Alright, so Mason, do you feel that you should, when you're like, in 10 years from now, that when you have a family, that you should be the main provider for that family?
Not the main provider, but I feel like it's essential for both sides, both parts to contribute to the whole family.
So do you feel that if your wife was making more than you, and income-wise, that would be different or not, correct?
I wouldn't say it's not correct, but it would be different.
It would be different. Why would it be different?
Well, I feel like I should be doing at least the same as her. Not
So you
greater,
feel
but
that
just
should
the
be
same.
the same,
Yeah.
okay. So is that because it's just society, on a society basis? If a girl makes more than a guy, it's just not correct?
Not so much that in my eyes, but others may think that. But I feel like I just have to do my half to contribute to the whole.
Alright, thank you.
You can be mean when you look this clean. I'm a classic man.
I'm so glad we can get together for tea. Me too. Do you guys want to talk about your favorite cars?
Obviously, yeah.
I know. What's your new favorite car?
Challenger.
Really?
Yeah. The body style on that is so nice.
My new favorite car is the Dodge Ram because the engine is
What you guys talking about?
cars.
Why?
We love talking about cars.
That's our job.
Why aren't you over here talking about clothes, lipstick, makeup, all that type of stuff?
Why do we have to?
Because you're a girl, not a guy.
Girls aren't supposed to be talking about cars.
I need medicine. Cheerleader need a letterman. Yeah, knock knock, let me in.
Bro, she's taking.
Want to plug with her? Yeah. Excuse me.
Baby, won't you come my way? Got something I want to say.
Damn!
I
He's
tapped
got a
it in.
fat butt. Let me holler at you.
Mike Will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Nicole,
What?
what are you doing?
I'm taking out the trash.
But you know that's not your job.
What's my job?
Cook and do the inside work. I got all the hard work.
Wrong impression. I need love and affection.
Corey, what are you doing?
Cleaning up the house.
You're not doing it right. This is my job.
Why can't it be my job?
Because you're not doing it right. Why don't you go mow the lawn? In this video, we learned that gender socialization is a process by which children and adults learn from each other. We begin learning from others during the early stages of our lives. Most people continue their social learning all throughout their life. We learned that in Dakota High School, there are many important goals that are placed on us as gender.
Roles are different, but we are all the same. Thank you for watching our video.
Shaking, stir it up, pop, pass it up, keep it coming till I'm stuck. And I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone, and I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone. The club gets shut down when I park outside.
3, 2, 1.
Dang! I got a fat butt!
It's okay like that. Not with your nipples out. What you supposed to do?
Oh my god! Like, he's so. Oh, she's. Whatever. No, you're a guy, right?
Did you get on video?
You did not get that on video. Go ahead, pass by.
Go.
Hey, Corey, do crop top. The crop top.